This is problem number 3 on the sample test problems for test number 2. I won't read the paragraph here, so if you haven't read the paragraph yet, pause the video and read it. Part A, in your opinion, is this study a controlled experiment? Why or why not? Controlled just means that we have two groups. There's the treatment group and the control group. And so we just have to see if we can identify what's going on in this example. So the treatment group are the ones that got the treatment, the things that we're trying to decide cause something else. And in this case, the cause is the video games and the something else is the violent speech or actions. So the treatment group here is the group that played the video games. And the control group is the other group, which was the Lego and the other toys group. So because there is a treatment group and a control group, the answer here is yes, this is a controlled study. It's not a very well-designed study because the playing with blocks and Legos and other board games might also affect children's behavior. So control group isn't really well designed in this case. Part B, in your opinion, is this study blind, double-blind, or neither? Why or why not? Blind means that the people in the groups don't know what's going on. Double-blind means that additionally the scientists don't know which group is which. And so in this case, I'll say certainly it's not double-blind. And the reason we know it's not double-blind is because, let's see, it says that several researchers watched each group play. And so the researchers know which group is which. And then is it blind? Do the kids know what group they're in or what's being studied? And the answer there is, the kids don't know what's going on because it says here that the advertisement that the parents responded to contained no details about the study, and the parents and children were given no information about what was being researched until after the study was complete. And so this is a blind study. Because of what we just set up there. But not double blind because the researchers could see which group was which. Part C, describe two possible confounding variables in this study. I'm just going to list a couple of possibilities here, but there are plenty of different answers. Just show me that you're thinking about some of the problems that might arise in this, this kind of example. So confounding variables are variables that are hidden underneath that possibly mess up the results of the study. So it's possible that the kids who were chosen for the video game group maybe they were already more violent than the other group. So just by chance, we might have just picked poorly, and then we get results that we cannot trust. So that's one possible confounding variable. Another one, maybe video games don't do anything, but maybe playing with Legos makes kids less violent. I'm imagining that the video game group didn't make kids more violent. The video game group didn't really have any effect. Playing video games doesn't make anybody more violent, maybe, but maybe Legos makes you even less violent. And so by having the kids play with Legos, it makes it look like video games are causing the violence. You might also look at the kids who were chosen for the video game group, and maybe they had lots of maybe they watched some violent TV shows before the study happened. There's just lots of things going on behind the scenes that might have gone wrong. So it's important to think about those confounding variables before you buy into the conclusions. Part D, association is not causation. What does this statement mean? How does it relate to the researcher's conclusions? Okay, so just because two variables are associated with each other, just because two variables are associated with each other doesn't mean that one causes the other. So let me see, maybe I can change this a little bit. I'll say two variables can be associated with each other without having one cause the other. And so how does it relate to the researchers' conclusions? So the researchers let some kids play video games and let some other kids play with blocks. And they noticed that the kids who played video games were 60% more violent, whatever that means. So it doesn't mean that the video games cause the violence. Perhaps they're just associated with each other. Part E suggests at least one change that would improve this study. Okay, so I'll just reiterate one of the things we had set up above about the control group being the group that played with toys. So perhaps playing with toys does affect how violent a kid is. So maybe the control group should have not played with anything. Something else we could do to improve this study is make it so that we actually try to get a broad sample of kids participating. In the paragraph up here, it says that the participants were these 60 children whose parents responded to a newspaper advertisement. Well, I'm not convinced that that's going to be representative of the entire population of 6 to 10-year-olds. It's parents who just are inclined to respond to newspaper advertisements with like no details about what their kids are getting into. So that's another possible change that would improve the study. And there are lots of others. Again, I'm just looking for you to show me that you're thinking about some of the issues that are going on behind the scenes with these studies.